Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be installing a 13x4 water wave wig. It looks crazy because I tried to bleach it so many different times, so many different colors. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Boom. Yep. So we're going to go straight into it with the Ebin lace spray. I sprayed like a little bit on the edges and around my edges, so in front of it, not too much on my edges, because I want the cap to stay on my head under the wig. So next I'm going to start blow drying it. There was a few spots that I felt like needed a little bit extra lace spray, so I went in, and then I'm going in with my comb to kind of smooth it out. This is kind of like my first time really using a cap. I don't really use a cap because it's better when I do it without a cap. It's like easier for me, so I'm kind of doing it with the cap. I don't know why I wanted to do it with a cap today, but yeah, I just wanted to do it with a cap. So I'm just smoothing it out, smoothing the spray out. This is a tip. Before you spray it, please smooth back your edges. You have to smooth back your edges before you put that cap on, so that your edges are as much out the way as it can be. I'm just blow drying it. I'm continuing to blow dry it. Now I'm seeing if it's getting tacky enough for me to even start cutting. I'm more blow drying. Trying to get the blow drying out the way. It's needing more spray, so I'm probably going to go back in with more spray. More blow drying. So now it's scissor time to cut. So I go in the middle first. I don't know why they got clipped, but I'll go in the middle first. And I'm kind of pulling back more of the lace backwards because I felt like I sprayed too much of the lace. So before you cut, you can sometimes pull a little bit backwards and then start cutting. I'm cutting downwards, trying not to cut my skin. I do not have the correct scissors. So please, if you have hair scissors, use the hair scissors. These are not the correct scissors. I'm just tackling the lace, just eating it up. Now I'm going to go the opposite way. But it didn't end up working. I ended up going the opposite way on the other side and started going upwards because the angle that I was trying to do, it was just not attacking. But you can see that I'm pulling some of it back because I felt like if the lace was further down, then that means the wig was going to be further down. So that's why I'm going to try to skin it back and clip it. So now I'm about to just go in and get that little extra piece of lace and tie it up in the back, tuck it in, remove it, cut some off. Whatever I feel like I don't want in the back of my wig, I'm just going to remove it. Some people tie it and keep it. Some people just cut it off. Me, I'm going to tie it to keep it so that the cap can stay on my head as much as I want it to be on my head, or for how long I want it to be on my head. And the extra long piece I just cut off. And then I'm going to go back in with the spray and spray it around the edges so that the cap can stay down. Now, looking back at this, I definitely could see that I should have put my cap way further back, but it's fine. Looking back, yeah, I should have definitely put the cap further back, but you can always look at my mistakes and don't do them, because I was definitely putting my cap and spraying my cap a little too further down to my face, and I'm going to regret it. So yeah. Now we're going in, blow drying, making sure it's tacky. And then I'm going to go in with my alcohol, giving model, giving bald-headed model. Yes. Give him face. Ooh. And then now I'm going to go in with the makeup. The thing to this was I didn't have the makeup that most people use, the makeup palette. I forgot, I think it's True Match that people use to make the wig and the cap blend, but I use a concealer that I have, and I was just kind of blending it in as much as I could, but it still didn't match. So that was just like the main problem. That's why this is a horrible wig install, but I still installed it and I still showed you guys the tea. Still showed you guys the video. So yeah. So now I'm going in, wiping off any extra glue, just removing it. So now I'm about to put the wig on, but now before I put the wig on, I'm going to do the same thing with the wig. I'm going to put on some foundation on the wig so that it can blend, because I did not bleach the knots. So this is kind of an easier process. But if you guys could get the right foundation palette that I didn't have, or the right concealer palette, then you guys would be great. I just didn't have the right foundation palette. So that's what kind of messed me up with this horrible wig install. Okay, so now it's time to measure the wig to my liking, and this is where the part where I noticed, okay, it's too bright, like the cap's too bright, the lace is too bright. I should have just took my time and bleached the knots, but we can't go back. So right now I'm just measuring to see where I want to cut, what I want to remove off of my cap, if I want to remove any more lace off. And then now I'm going to go in and part the section because I want a middle part. And this is what I dislike about 13 by 4s. It's like not enough space. So I'm really struggling with what type of section I want to go in with. But now it's time to cut the sides of the lace. Please be careful with cutting too much or cutting too less. If you cut too less, you can always cut a little bit more. But if you cut too much, you can't go back. So that's a thing that I have to learn while I'm cutting my laces too. Sometimes you can go backwards and cut through the front back to the front, or sometimes you can cut from the front to the back, but you have to be careful. If you want less lace on the front, if you want less lace, then that's fine. If you want more lace, that's fine. If you want less, that's fine as well. Now it's time to go in with my wax stick. I'm just gonna go waxing everything and hot combing. I'm going to wax down the middle part, wax down my edges so that everything can be flat and silky. Just going to go in and do everything that I need to attack. Then I'm going to go in with sections. I'm going to go piece by piece, just making sure that everything is flat in the roots, because I want it to look as flat as I can, or flat as it can. As much as I want it to look flat. That's what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm just going to go in section by section by section by section. So now I'm going to clip back my hair so that I can start sectioning where I'm going to put the glue. This was the biggest mistake I've ever done, because I was literally looking back like, why did I put a black pencil on the lace? Because then it ended up kind of staying on the lace. So now it was just a whole lot of, but some advice you guys can take and some advice you guys cannot take. Please do not put a black pencil on a lace. If you're going to put the glue, just put the glue on first, or cut the lace first, and then you can section where you're going to put the glue at. But right now I'm just putting the pencil around the lace where I know I'm going to put the glue, where I feel like I'm going to put the glue at. And now I'm going to go in with the glue once. I'm going to do one layer, and then I'm going to do a second layer. You guys will see the second layer as it comes by. wig closer so that I can start placing the wig on the lace. I did blow dry the the glue, but by the second round, I kind of just gave up. This is just a horrible wig install because I kind of just gave up. Like, you could see I was just giving up, but not seeing on my face. Like, the process was just to give up. But now I'm about to go in with the Ebin lace spray. And I'm going to spray around the lace so that it can stay and hold even longer. I'm just going to spray around. And then I'm going to go in with the blow dryer and blow dry around the edges, just so that it can seal in and it can have a perfect hold, more of a hold than ever. And then after that, as I continue to blow dry some more, I'm going to put on the elastic band so that it can stay longer. And I'm going to do this for 10 minutes. I'm going to keep my band on for 10 minutes so that it can last and hold. So now I'm going to go in with the wax stick. I'm going to go wax it around again. This is the second time I'm doing it. Then I'm going to hot comb. I'm going to wax down the middle part, and then I'm going to wax down my edges to my perfection, to how I want, how I like. Okay, so now I'm going to cut. I'm going to be cutting the lace, the same thing, cut in the middle, right in between. And then I'm going to start going to my left first. Whatever you feel is right for you, your right first or your left first. So now it's the same thing with the lace. With the cap, I had to cut some more lace because I glued too much of the lace, or I put too much glue in the wrong place. So now it's kind of stuck. So now I have to kind of like remove some of it in the process of trying to cut it. So I'm just going downwards with that. The same way how I cut the cap is the same way I cut the lace. I go downwards to my left on the first time, and then for my right, I go upwards. But now this right here is what made it so difficult. I was literally having to hurt myself, which was crazy because I had to pull back the lace and cut, and it's still glue on the lace. So it was just a process of like hurting myself and making myself look crazy all together. And then on the next part, I'm going to go upwards, like I said, on my right side. And I'm just going to go up and cut. And I'm going to get the excess glue and the excess lace that's still left over, like I said before. And I'm going to be cutting upwards. I'm going to go in with the alcohol and rub all the excess glue and all the glue that's left over. Remove it. It was so much glue left over. And then my lace was so white. But now I'm going to go in with the lace spray and I'm going to spray down to get it even more hold so that it can really hold. The lace will not remove itself from my head. I don't want it to be gone. I want it to stay for a few days. So I'm just going to be spraying that on my lace. And then I'm going to go in with the lace band and put it on for 10 minutes. Keep your lace bands on for 10 minutes if you want to see a nice hold. I'm just making sure it's secured and ready for me to just sit for 10 minutes. Now I took the lace band off and I'm going to go back in with my lace spray so that it can have an extra extreme hold. But before I do that, I'm going to clip my hair back and I'm going to spray it down the same way I did before. Just spray around my edges. Spray, spray, spray. Now y'all know the routine. I go back in with the blow dryer and I'm blow drying around my edges as usual to make sure that it has an extreme hold. So now I'm going in with my makeup, my makeup concealer to make the middle part, more defined because I don't feel like plucking it right now. So I'm just going in with it to make it more defined and make the part more seen, shown, all of that. Now it's time to just basically look at it, see if I like it, see what I want to do with it, see if I want to bring edges or not. I didn't want to bring edges, so I just added some makeup around it to, make the lace blend in more. I really hate and love this install. I feel like it just wasn't the best install that I've ever had. Like, I know how to install my wigs, but this one was just really horrible. And it was something to vlog. It was something to show and something to record. And I didn't mind showing you guys. So thank you guys for watching. And I hope you guys will like and comment and subscribe to this video. And be on the lookout for many more to come. Thank you. Hold on. Hi guys. I'm about to take some pictures. Yeah. So this is how my hair came out.